Hey everyone, welcome back to God of War. We're gonna go back home and see what happens, because I feel like there's still more plot, but I really don't know. So we're gonna see what happens, and then I'm gonna make a snap judgment based off this episode to see what we need to do.
Brothers, there's another thing I must let you know. From the time you were away in Jotunheim.
Well, tell us then.
It concerns Freya.
Uh-oh.
She paid me a visit.
Are you bewitched again?
No. Well, I don't think so. I thought it best to tell her what she wanted to know before any sather became necessary.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings. Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
Uh-oh, is she gonna hunt us? Uh-oh. So I think what would happen is like we kill all the Valkyries. That's just inference.
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe, but it's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
Oh boy.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Alright, so...
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
Okay. Years later, are you kidding me?
What's that?
The ball.
It's Thor! It's Mjolnir. Wow, okay, so I guess this was the real credits. Alright, this was very unexpected. Because when I was like, oh, I need to finish up, whatchamacallit? I need to finish up God of War before the weekend. Or not before the weekend, but I was like, I was trying to get it done as quickly as possible. So I was like, oh yeah, it's a Tuesday evening, I'll play a little bit of God of War. And then, I guess now we're done? That's crazy. Is this a cliffhanger? I don't understand what's gonna happen. So I mean, may as well just drink some water for a second. That's crazy. Okay, so, yeah, I guess this will probably be the end of God of War then. Well, let's talk about the game right now. If there's more things to do, like, I might do them, but, like, it's just gonna be, like, exploration, side quests, and stuff. And I think I got, like, most of the feel of God of War. I kind of thought, like, there'd be an extended kind of, like, oh, here's an extra side plot after, after doing God of War, after the main game, that it became like, you know, a bit of an epilogue. But I guess not. I guess we're just done. So that brings me to the question of, what do I want to do after God of War? I don't know. I've recorded so far in the future that, like, let me see. I probably have like just under 120 episodes, and this will probably start up in like June, so it'll be June, July, August, September. So this is gonna take me till September. And for reference, right now it's March. Sorry, it's April actually. So I basically have 5 months to think about what I want to play next. And I won't promise anything as to what it might be, because that's gonna be subject to change. Like, there might even be some episodes of God of War after this. I mean, you guys will find out tomorrow, I'm sure. But yeah, it was a fun game. I enjoyed this. I started someone at work about this, and while it was like pretty good, unfortunately what happened was, like, before God of War I played Super Mario Odyssey, Spider-Man, and Resident Evil 2, and all 3 of those games I would give like at least like a 9.5 out of 10 at least for all 3 of those games. And God of War was really good, but I think it gets like an 8.5, maybe a 9 out of 10. So by comparison, like, God of War was the weakest game, which is funny and a little bit unfortunate to say. It was a really fun game. I think also what happened was, like, I played it too close to Spider-Man, so I don't know if I was really in the mood. Well, not really in the mood for a game like this, which I don't know if that's necessarily. Well, that might be accurate. I think partly it's because, like, I just had a big open sandbox game like Spider-Man, that, like, playing this was well, this wasn't quite like a sandbox. Like, it was close, but not 100%. But I did enjoy Spider-Man more, and I think that's why God of War suffers a little bit. Whereas if I played this in like October instead of like March, then I think it would feel a little bit differently about it. But I mean, that's fine. I'm not complaining. It was a good. I'm not complaining about playing the game. And also, like, too, I want to say this before I forget. Thank you guys so much for watching. You've made it this far. That's incredible. It's been quite the journey. I'm now over like 1,000 subscribers. I was able to monetize my channel, so I've been making ad revenue, which is cool. So I'm making that YouTube money. So that's been cool to see, and that's been a personal goal of mine. But then as for what's gonna happen next, like, I don't know. Like, I want to keep doing the Let's Plays because I enjoy them. But it's always kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's always fun to end a game. It's, I guess in some cases it's a little bit bittersweet. But well, let's see, what do I really want to say here? Normally I don't have a problem rambling, but this particular instance I'm at a loss for words, because I honestly thought there was a bit more of the game left. I didn't think to actually finish it in like one night. Like, I basically finished it in like an hour and a half of playtime, which is crazy. I wasn't expecting that. So what I need to start doing is, like, start uploading this, which that'll take time, but, you know, it is what it is. StarCraft is gonna keep going on. I still think I'm gonna be doing StarCraft highlight videos. I don't want to make any, like, big promises, because the future can change, especially now, because, like, as I'm recording this is April. But it's, if you're watching this, it's gonna be September, and a lot can happen in a few months. Like, well, even like for Spider-Man, I know for a fact all the Spider-Man videos aren't out yet, but, like, in the end credits, I'm like, yeah, I'm just over 500 subscribers. When people are watching that, like, I'm over 1,000. Like, it's like, wow, he really records back in the past. So, like, for the record, like, today I was at 1,045 subscribers. I just I bought Avengers Endgame tickets, so, like, that's a really, like, clear snapshot of where it is. April 2nd, 2019. And what's gonna happen after this, I'm not sure. It's going to also kind of depend, like, what games come out afterwards. Like, I'm leaning towards Resident Evil 4. I would like to play Resident Evil 4, and I think for 5 months that'll be a good time to play it. But also, one thing I'm excited about now too is, like, now that I'm done this game, is that I'm gonna have a lot of time to do video projects, which is actually gonna be really cool. So I'm looking forward towards that. Start doing some other things. I start thinking about, like, my channel in different senses. So that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that. Get this sorted out of the way. Start playing more StarCraft again. I need to experiment with StarCraft. Like, I'm wondering if I should be streaming and playing it at the same time, but that's more of a me concern. So If you guys have, I was gonna see if you guys have recommendations for you want. Be my own drum, so it's gonna be what I want to play. I could see myself playing Resident Evil 4, but honestly, that's so far away. Like I don't know because like Spider-Man's still on the docket. Those videos are finally gonna expire in April, but then we have Resident Evil up until like May, and those have been coming out too. But then actually, once God of War starts coming out, it's just gonna be God of War until that's done. That's gonna be September, maybe October. I think it's gonna be like mid-September, and that's gonna be done. And then like, yeah, I'll play something else. Dude, I'll be 26 by the time the next series starts. That's a weird thought. One thing I like about these, like, doing these games is, like, they're video diaries. Can I move at all? No, it's just supposed to be crashed. I don't know why the heads-up display is there. It's just, what was I saying? No, these are, like, video diaries. Like, so, even though these don't get... I think out of all the videos on my YouTube channel, these get the least amount of views. Because even like my StarCraft gameplay videos get more... They actually do better than I thought they would. Like, they don't do gangbusters by any stretch of the imagination, but, they'll get a few views, like 3 to 5, some cases like 10 or more. Which is more than this by every stretch of the imagination, which is weird, but I like doing these because A, this lets me keep playing video games and enjoy those experiences, but also like it's like a video diary. It's kind of like it keeps track of what I was doing, when I was playing these games, and that's really cool to me. I really enjoy that. And maybe one day down the years, like I can like start going through old like Let's Plays and just be like, wow, like this is where I was. Like, even like some of my old Let's Plays, like Tomb Raider or something else, like. I was still living at my parents' place for them, and then now like I've moved out, and like I hope to keep doing YouTube for a long time yet, and it'll be fun to see like where I'm at years from now, because like right now it's like, oh yeah, he's living at his parents' place, and then he moved into an apartment, so it's like kind of like one big transition, and I've just been doing that. And I think you can see evidence of a lot of change in different areas, but if I could keep doing this and be like, yeah, like I remember recording at this apartment, and then like maybe later down the years, like no, I moved into this place and this is where I'm recording now, so that'd be cool. And actually, that was fortuitous that we like did all this recording in March/April, because that means we don't have to record when it gets super hot, because during the summer it's gonna get very hot in my apartment, so I'd have to like turn on a fan or something, which would be less than ideal. Or just, like, come to terms that it would be hot and sweaty. Which, I mean, if knowing me, I'm probably start recording again in, like, August, maybe September. So then it's going to get hot and sweaty again, I'm sure. Maybe I just need to find a cold weekend or something, or, like, late at night. Whatever, that's a problem or a concern for a future time. But, it's exciting. I like doing YouTube because I don't know what's going to come in the future, and in a lot of ways I made a lot of progress, and that's why, like, for me, like, when I think like 5 months from now, it's so easy to be like, oh, it's gonna be more of the same, but so far every time I've done like a series, I've touched on this before, like I always start in like point A and I always end up in point B. It's never like, oh, I start the series and like when I end it I'm in the same spot. No, it's like every single time something has happened, so I'm either oh, this is the baller music. I like this a lot. That's cool. I'm gonna have to listen to that soundtrack, and then I'm gonna have to like look up spoilers on the internet, see what, or at least talk to my coworkers because I don't know what's gonna happen. Boy, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, what could change in 5 months? Like, something always happens. And not saying that something will happen. Like, it's possible it'll just be more of the same 5 months from now. But I wouldn't be surprised if things changed again. And it's like, yeah, like I'm further now than I was before. And like that's even though what happened in the case of Spider-Man. Like I finished that in October, and then it's like, okay, fast forward a few months. It's like, okay, so October, November, December, January, February, March. So like 5 months later, it's like already like a lot's happened. Like, you know, I broke the 1,000 subscriber milestone. Team Liquid features my videos on their articles now. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and I think those were the biggest ones. Huge growth for my channel, and that's weird. And then also too, like, I've had some stuff featured on the Pylon show. I've kind of made a couple connections there. That's all crazy to me, and it's like, it's so surreal to think that stuff can happen. And again, like, it might be the case that nothing will happen. Like 5 months from now, I'll be like, yeah, like, I'm starting a new Let's Play series. Like, I've made grow my channel a little bit, but maybe not by much. Or it just might be like, I don't know what's gonna happen. That's why I'm excited for the future. Because the other thing too is like where I am currently is a really good spot too. Like, I'm not suffering at all by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just, boy, no, what am I saying? Life's amazing. Life's really good right now. The fact that we can play games like these, right? Like, Resident Evil 2 is great. God of War was a lot of fun. So now I can just like wait for the next big fun game I want to play. And I don't know what that will be. I may try to clear out some of my backlog. I might want to try to do some streams like in between just to see if I can do that and see what that's like. But I'm putting the car ahead of the horse here. Like, I just need to focus on one thing at a time. And you know, once this is done, it's like, okay, I got some videos I want to make. I want to make a StarCraft video that has Super Mario 64 sound effects in it. Whether or not that's gonna happen, we'll see. I mean, I guess you guys will know by watching this video. I was like, oh, did you make that video he's talking about? Who knows? And then maybe someone could bring it up. I was like, hey, you didn't make this, but I hope to make it. That's my plan. That's a little bit of a glimpse into the future. I'm so shocked. I feel like this game came to kind of like a pretty abrupt end. Like, I was thinking there's gonna be more in Jotunheim, but there really wasn't. Obviously, I missed out on much of like language ciphers. There's the Valkyries you can fight, and that's like, I could do that, but that's like the challenge run of God of War, and like I enjoyed this game, but like I don't think to the point where like I want to keep doing all the other stuff. Like, I think as far as like the narrative is concerned, like we got the meat and potatoes of it. Like, there's like not much more for us to do, and that's okay. And that's why I think I'm going to end the episode, not the episode, but the series here. So like this episode and last episode is just kind of like, oh, like it's credits, like the end, and then the end times 2, which it happens. But yeah, as far as like game of the year so far for 2018, definitely Resident Evil 2. And I think that's part of like what. So I talked about a little bit how Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man more than God of War, and I think that I don't know if I'd say it hurt my enjoyment of God of War, but I definitely didn't enjoy it as much as Spider-Man. And not to say that God of War was a bad game. I enjoyed this quite a bit, but Spider-Man was so good. But then, more importantly, I think I like Resident Evil 2 more than Spider-Man. And Resident Evil 2, man, like, I was bummed when that was done. Like, I almost want to just like go back and play some more just because it was that good. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I think, because as far as recording is concerned, like, I started playing this like shortly after Resident Evil 2. So I think I still riding that Resident Evil 2 high when I started playing God of War. Which maybe I should have spaced it out a little bit. Like, and maybe that's the criticism of me, is that I got over ambitious and it's like, oh, I'm gonna record God of War right away. And that's probably because like I found an opening in my StarCraft schedules that I could start doing it. So I just went for it. And now we got God of War done, which is great. We've recorded all the footage, but now we just need to like upload it and just do thumbnails and stuff. Like, that's not really gonna be a problem. I'll do that. And see, I don't know. I see, now I'm just talking to fill the air, which, I mean, I guess is the point of Let's Play. But I also like watching just the credits play out, and I'm curious to see what's after this. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 definitely the game of the year for me for 2019. I don't know what's gonna happen after that, because Fire Emblem comes out in July, and I want to play Fire Emblem. And this is part of the thing, like part of the problem with me doing like 10-minute episode chunks is that, like, now I'm set for recordings up until like September, So if a game comes out in the meantime, like say Fire Emblem in July, then it's like, well, I don't need to play it because I'm already set. So that's why I'm thinking like maybe I want to start doing a little bit of streaming if the schedule is compatible with that. Oh, my phone's going off. Oh my goodness, we got some texts. Yes, quite a bit. There you guys go. You're gonna get the response to the text message that I sent, but you're not gonna know what the text was. Someone asked me if I liked vanilla Coke. I was like, yes, quite a bit. No, that's good. I'm really enjoying life, guys. Like it's been a ride. Like sometimes I get caught up thinking about like, oh, like yeah, even though I monetize my YouTube channel, like it's obviously not enough to make a living off of it, and so on and so forth. Like there's thoughts like that, but then it's also at the same time it's kind of like, well, the more important thing is that like you're enjoying the journey. Like we get so caught up about what we don't have. Oh. Whoops. There we go. Sorry, Carson, your name is on there now. We get so caught up about what we don't have that we don't appreciate what we do have. Like, so for example, like in case YouTube, I'm like, oh, I can't do YouTube as a full-time job yet. Which, by the way, that might be a one of those instances of careful what you wish for. But it's like, dude, I currently live in a time where like I can take the time to play these games and like I can just upload them from my channel. I have a lot of freedom to do what I want. Like I'm not at all in an abusive situation. Like life's going great. Like I have my health. My work's like my job, like my actual software development job, like that's going good. It's bike weather. Like there's so many great things that like it's so easy to lose track of that, and it's like, and I think that's the important thing. Like the fact that I can like bike home and just enjoy the clear blue skies, like that's something worthwhile. So that's why like I'm very happy about just life in general. Like this is why like the fact that even like I'm doing this as a hobby is really fulfilling for me, because even like in university, like, I always just dream of doing this, like recording videos and uploading it to my YouTube channel. And, like I'm doing it, right? Like it's so easy to think, oh, I'm not doing this for a job. It's like, but you're missing the point though. It's not about doing it as a job. Like it's just doing it because you like doing it, and that's just it. Like I enjoy playing these games, and that's why there's still less plays on this channel, even though like I've kind of made a name for myself doing other things. Is that like I enjoy doing this. Like this is fun for me. I like playing these games and seeing what happens. Like that's part of the thrill for me. And if I were to like stop doing that, if I were to say I'm just gonna focus exclusively now on you know, the highlight videos, I think I'd lose sight of my YouTube channel like while I'm doing it. Because like don't get me wrong, I like doing the highlight videos and stuff, but I think I'd feel like I'd be missing something if I wasn't playing these games as well, or even like the StarCraft. Like I was recording some footage for StarCraft yesterday with my friend Timo, and it was just fun to play. Like, and I think for me, a large part of life is just making sure you enjoy the ride, because I think that's all it really is about. Like, yes, like we have needs that we need to take care of and stuff, and that makes a lot of sense, but like we only get one shot at this, so may as well pursue your passions. And for me, like this was my passion. Like I just enjoyed doing this, and like here I am just living it up. And for me, that's what I like a lot about the YouTube, is like not simply that I enjoy it, but the fact that it's my passion, and the fact that I went out and pursued it, and I feel like I've been rewarded for doing so. That's been really cool. And it's gonna be interesting too, because it's easy for me to like have these thoughts now. Like I'll say this and I vocalize it, but like I sometimes wonder for YouTube videos, like if there will ever be a day where like I'll record these and then like years later, like 3-4 years, if someone will find them and be like, oh, like this is interesting, like this is a snapshot into Frudgey's mind so many years ago. But then it's like it's hard to see, it's like what's even gonna happen 3 to 4 years ago, because it's so much time. Because on one hand, the years go by quickly, which I think that's, yeah, I stand by that statement. The years go by quickly, but there's like so much can still happen in those years. It's like it's really hard to be like, well, I mean, you just can't predict the future. Like we have no idea. Like it's possible that maybe tomorrow something happens and like my YouTube channel's just gone, like before I can even upload these, or who knows, like even like back when I first started doing these first videos on my YouTube channel, like I had no idea like this is where I'd be now. Like this, like, yeah, like you're gonna be using a capture card to record God of War and like just putting it on your channel. And for me, that really feels like a big personal achievement. And even just getting 1,000 subscribers, man, that's crazy to me. I never thought I'd ever get to that point, but we absolutely did. One again, like thank you to you guys. It's been I've been talking a lot about myself, but thank you to everyone who's just watched my videos. Like the fact that people will take time out of their days just to watch something that I've put together, or watch something I've uploaded. Like I think that's a pretty big compliment that people are willing to spend time to consume your content. Like I think as a YouTube creator, that's all I could ask for. And I know like when I set out to do YouTube, I definitely wanted an audience. You know, I want people to watch my stuff. And honestly, like dude, I think we have that. Like yes, like I'm at the point now, like it'd be cool to do this part-time or even full-time. Will that day ever come? I don't know. Like if it does happen, I don't think it's gonna happen for a long time, but you know, it's something to work towards, and I would like to make it a reality one day. But the fact that I have people who just like watch my videos and like they'll leave comments, it's like, holy, like I didn't think I'd get there, but I do. Like I have like a little bit of I think a community would be appropriate in some cases, like just people who come in. Well, I'm not entirely sure if I'm sold on the idea of community yet, but I have people comment on my videos, and I think that's all I really ever wanted. Like I have that now, and I think that's one thing I said earlier about it's too easy to lose sight of what we have. Like we get so focused on what we don't have that we don't account for what we do have. I think that's true, but also I think there's something to be said about being complacent as well. Like I think having goals and aspirations and working towards them is a healthy thing to do. And I think in the case of YouTube, like there's something I want. As like for example, like my goals, like I want to get 1,000 subscribers, so I started working towards that. And it was good to have that goal because I think in some ways it kind of gave me purpose, as weird as that sounds. Like maybe not purpose, but it was good for me psychologically because it was something to work towards. It was something like, oh, this is what I need to do, like to have this goal. And not to say I can stop and enjoy the roses on the way there, but what was I saying? I got so distracted. I was just thinking about Baldur trying to kill Frida again. That was a powerful scene. I think having a balance, because on one hand, you don't want to get too caught up about what you don't have, but also having a goal and something to work towards, I think, is also a good thing too. So like it's a balance, right? Because then having a goal gives you motivation to work towards something, and I think that's good for us. Because really, if you think about it, it's really easy to have a nihilistic viewpoint on life. It's like, well, what's the point of life? Like, what's the purpose of it? And I think that's what makes it difficult. Is like we have to find our own meaning to life. Like we have to create our own value judgments and deciding what's valuable for us and what isn't. Oh, it looks like we're hitting the end of the credits here, which is fine by me. I was talking for a while. And I also wonder if people ever like just sit through the credits and hear me ramble. Because I mean, unfortunately, I think that's where some of my best commentary happens is during the credits, just because that's where I'm not thinking about playing the game. I'm just, I'm just talking, just like going on and on about something, all mad libs. All right. Present day.
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us, here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
All right, cool. Well, that's gonna do it for God of War then. Yeah, I'm gonna end the episode there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a slice, and I guess I'll see you in the next series. So until then, bye.